How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Big East Breakdown, a show where we bring you all the latest action and biggest headlines of the week in Big East men's basketball. I'm Matt Dimech.
And I'm Justin Perez. Let's break it down.
UConn pulled off a statement win, toppling number 9 Marquette 77-69 in Milwaukee on Saturday. Solo Ball delivered a legacy-defining performance, dropping a career-high 25 points and grabbing 11 rebounds. Ball was unstoppable from deep, nailing 7 of 9 three-pointers, earning him Big East Player of the Week. The Huskies built a 22-point lead in the first half, shooting 59.5% from the field. Marquette battled back, cutting the deficit to 6 on the backs of Cam Jones, who led Marquette with 22 points, and Chase Ross, who added 19. However, overall shooting inefficiencies from the Golden Eagles secured the win for the Huskies.
St. John survived a late scare as Providence took them to their brink in a 68-66 final at Madison Square Garden on Saturday. Kadari Richmond led the way with 24 points and 8 rebounds as the Red Storm built a commanding 19-point lead with 10 minutes left, but Providence roared back, using a 32-13 run to tie the game at 66. Jabari Abdul-Rahim caught fire, scoring 27 with 8 three-pointers. However, Richmond's clutch pull jumper in the final seconds of the game sealed the victory.
Creighton extended its win streak to 6, taking down Xavier 86-77 in Omaha on Wednesday. Ryan Kalkbrenner dominated with 29 points and 9 rebounds, becoming Creighton's second all-time leading scorer. The Blue Jays led 40-35 at halftime, but Xavier fought back, tying it at 61. Ryan Conwell dropped 20 for the Musketeers, but Creighton's red-hot three-point shooting, 8 for 10 in the second half, sealed the win.
Taking a look at the standings going into Week 14, we've got St. John's at the top after Marquette's loss, followed by Creighton and UConn at the middle of the rankings. 4 teams find themselves in lockstep at 5 and 6, while Butler, DePaul, and Seton Hall rank at the bottom.
3 Big East teams find themselves in the top 25 of the AP National Poll, as Marquette drops down 2 places to 11, just above the red-hot Red Storm, while UConn has climbed 6 places following their win on Saturday. Creighton received 50 votes and is now just one of the few teams outside of the 25.
Looking ahead to this week, the 2 top teams in the conference collide on Tuesday as Marquette travels to the Big Apple to take on St. John's. St. John's claimed the lone top spot in the Big East this weekend after Marquette's loss to UConn, but the Golden Eagles had the opportunity to get right back to number 1 with a win. The 3-ball with Marquette's undoing on Saturday, which has been St. John's biggest struggle this season. The Red Storm are shooting under 30% from beyond the arc this season, which ranks dead last in the Big East. St. John's carries all the momentum as they have won each of their last 8 games. Marquette will stay on the road to play Creighton in Omaha, a potentially dangerous situation for the Golden Eagles with these 2 road games, running the risk of falling from number 1 in the conference all the way down to number 4, depending on how this week plays out, Matt.
Speaking of Creighton, they have an interesting matchup with Providence coming up on Wednesday. Providence has played the current Big East leader, St. John's, better than anyone in the conference to this point, except for Creighton, who handed the Red Storm their only loss in their Big East slate so far. Providence boasts home court advantage, and they've proven that they have the potential to upset the current Big East Giants. Meanwhile, in Creighton's front court lies one of the most feared giants in all of college basketball, Ryan Kalkbrenner. The 7-footer is averaging 18 points along with 8 rebounds per game and will spell trouble for the undersized Friars.
St. John's will have another tough test on the road this week with the UConn Huskies, who have seemingly found their spark after Saturday's win. 2 of the best coaches in college basketball will come head-to-head as Dan Hurley and Rick Pitino patrol the sideline. The Huskies are hoping to see the return of Liam McNeely, who has missed over a month of basketball with a high ankle sprain. His return will offer a much-needed boost to the Huskies on both ends of the floor as UConn hopes to climb back in the Big East ladder. St. John's possesses one of the best and most physical defenses in the country. Should McNeely play, he likely will be on limited minutes as to not risk re-injury.
That's all we've got for this week's episode of Big East Breakdown. We'll be back next week to break down all the storylines, upsets, and standout performances. I'm Matt Dimech.
And I'm Justin Perez. Thank you for tuning in.